Today, we're going to talk about global selling without borders, manage tariff, and maximize profit margins. So, um, this is like we have a team of 60 people, and we have 6 offices across the world that we help companies with the global selling. We help people with, we help brands to expand globally. We help brands to start selling in different marketplaces. And a lot of companies, they talk about the tariff, right? So, about me, I lived in China 7 years. I had my sourcing company, and I started the Forceget supply chain logistics in Miami, and I speak in different events, and I have a YouTube channel, and etc. So a little bit about Forceget. We do international shipping, end-to-end supply chain management, and then we have other integrations with we have we have other supply chain solutions such as reimbursement, global expansion. We are partnered with Amazon and other marketplaces. So this is actually helping brands to start making more revenue and more profit. A lot of companies, they complain about the issues that they are having with the tariff, the low demand, Amazon FBA fees. And I understand that these are challenges, but the challenges will never actually end. We have seen the same thing in COVID time. We have seen the same things in Red Sea crisis or East Coast, West Coast port strikes. So prices prices changing rapidly, ups and downs. But one of the, I think, most important update this year, I would say, the government, the administration in the United States, they stopped the de minimis, which is one of the rules, like a law under Section 321. If you would import anything below $800, then you wouldn't have to pay tax, duty, and tariff. So it caused a huge uh, unfair competition between the companies like Shein, Temu versus Amazon sellers. And this is going to help e-commerce brands to actually increase their sales because now the competition is more fair. If you were importing a computer keyboard and then you would sell it on Amazon $30, there will be a supplier in China would sell that only for $10. So a lot of consumers, due to the high inflation, they went to other marketplaces to shop, but right now the prices are coming up. So I think that's a huge advantage this year. Um, so smart strategies to navigate international tariff. In April, I was in China for 3 weeks. And in this 3 weeks time, I went to actually Hong Kong, Vietnam, Thailand. And all these countries, I spoke to suppliers, I spoke to different factories, logistics companies, and trying to understand like how it is going to impact people in the long term. And eventually, I feel like the tariff is not going to go anywhere. So there are a lot of companies, they basically stopped importing products and they paused orders, they canceled orders, but now they restarted. What is the options in here? We can talk about bonded warehouse. If you guys never heard about the bonded warehouse, it means that when you ship the products to a location in the United States, it's a tax-free zone. You don't pay tariff, duty, tax until you actually import the products to the United States. The good thing is if you have a full container product, you have 10,000 units, and each unit is $10, so you have to pay $145,000 on the tariff. So in that 10,000 units, you can actually import it in every 2,000. You can import that like 5 times. This can help you to reduce the amount of tariff you're paying at once. So it helps with the better cash flow. It means that you still need to pay for that tariff. Excuse me. You still need to pay for that tariff, but then the advantage is you don't have to pay everything in once. You can pay partially. Another option we have, I see that our customers are shipping products to Canada. Forceget has a 3PL in Vancouver. From Canada, they actually import products slowly, same way as the bonded warehouse. So you gain time, but also this strategy helps brands to start expand to other marketplaces. This morning, I had a meeting with a very large aggregator. So 70% of their business is the United States, 80% of the suppliers are from China. So now they're expanding to um, so you don't have to just like focus on one market. You can go and start focusing on other markets like UK, Europe, Australia. So Marcos asks, don't you pay for the cost of search? Of course, yeah, it's like a 3PL, but tax-free zone. Like basically, you can keep the product there. If you want to import to the United States, you can, but also you can re-export it. So basically, if the tariff is not go anywhere, you can re-export these products from that location in Los Angeles. So it's technically landed product in the United States, but you haven't imported yet. So it's like a tax-free free zone, free trade zone. So you can ship the products to Brazil, Mexico. You can ship the products to UK, Europe after some time. You don't want to import, but you pay the storage cost. So uh, I can see that the importing from China to United States is going down, but China has very still strong connection in Southeast Asia. So even if you order a product from Vietnam, it's probably a supplier from China who open the manufacturing or support the supplier in Vietnam. So when you look into this, you need to be understanding whether the product is really made in Vietnam. Let's talk about a little bit gray and black hat, what companies are doing. There are a lot of freight companies, they lower the invoice value too low. This is completely illegal. I don't recommend you to do that. CBP is checking every invoice, every shipment. They take the containers to the exam facilities. So that's really tricky to trusting your freight forwarder just to declare everything super, super low. Please don't trust this. It's very dangerous and it's illegal. The other thing they do is they ship products to Vietnam or Malaysia. They change the labels, and that's also illegal. Technically, if the product's made in China, you ship it to Vietnam. According to the CBP's regulations, basically, if you want to make some products in another country, technically 50 to 60% of the material needs to be actually collected, sourced locally in that market. So if you want to make a product reassemble in Vietnam, you basically need to have some parts are locally sourced in Vietnam. So you cannot just send fully finished product from China to Vietnam and change the label and ship it to US and saying that we made in Vietnam. I see some freight forwarders do that, but it's also dangerous. Eventually, your product's in danger and you're in danger as an import of record. I don't know if any of you heard about that. If you heard about that, or if you're a supplier, your freight forwarder recommended that, you can leave actually, you can actually leave a comment. So the case study, the impact of tariff on the e-commerce. So I always believe that the difficult times that it has opportunities. So start expanding to new marketplaces like Australia, UK, Europe, even South America, Japan. We can help you to ship it. We can help you with the custom clearance, setting up a company. We can help you with finding a 3PL. We have partners across the world. And also we can support you with introducing you to some agencies who can help you with your translation, regulations, and also um, and setting up your PPC. So there are a lot of agency contacts we have that can help you with expanding other marketplaces. The two part of this starting a new business, new country, I know it's not easy, but in the long term, it's going to actually bring you more revenue, more money, but also I think it's really important for your brand to become more valuable. So there's a case study I know. There's a brand called Anker, Anker. It's one of the largest brand on Amazon for the electronics. And that brand started to sell, excuse me, on Amazon US, Canada. They expanded worldwide. Then they start finding a lot of B2B customers, and they start selling direct products from China factory to those countries as a B2B, like a wholesale. So I think where the business is going right now is more expanding globally and more expanding other marketplaces. I heard a lot of brands from China. They're trying to sell on low. They sell on Walmart, Target. I know the demand is not as high as Amazon, but it kind of adds up. What it means is you can expand to new 3 countries in 6 months, 4 new channels, so you can get 5% of what you sell on Amazon. So it almost makes like 35 to 40% of the revenue you make, and then the profit margins on those channels are better because Amazon FBA fees are all we know is very tight. So I feel there are always like some solutions but I know it's not very easy to do it at once, and if you don't have a team, but I think it's really worth to do the investment. So I actually need to switch to my computer in this point, guys. So I'm gonna like wait for a second, especially like why I like MZ Scott. We do a lot of inventory management. We do a lot of shipping. We do a lot of uh, fulfillment. So it's really understanding the full potential of the product when it comes to selling product, finding the product, understand the competitors. When I lived in China, I had a B2B company that I would sell a lot of product on Amazon. And for me to understand, like, whether to enter the correct marketplace, whether to see where's the brand from, are they definitely whether from China or not, to understand what's the product possible revenue. I generally like to sell when I sold product on Amazon. I try to sell plus 30, 35, $40 items. And especially that's even more important because I always like to do a private label, and you can see the product score is not very easy. So I'm hoping, I'm sure you guys know that like what all these things are made for. uh, for me, understanding the total revenue, I don't want to go like a too small type of items, like if it's not selling too much, and kind of finding a price point on the average side, like 30, $35. This is a little bit lower end. But one thing that I really like, the thing that I know in China, when I live there, I always like to buy a product like a simple and add new feature. The way I actually think when I develop the product, yes, there are a lot of cheap products that people made, but also I'm sure there's a product that people want to buy separate, like a different. Could be different function, it could be different features. And if you guys can position yourself doing something $40 and then $20, and some people will be happy to like pay more money to like actually explain like why. So you can see this actually. Some people using this for cooking class. Some people are using this for their dogs. You can see the tripod can go in a different shape. So this person actually really differentiate themselves, and then you can see that you can move the function. So I like that it has a really good rating, 4.6. They sold only 100 last month. So they can definitely do some changes on the product pictures, I feel like. But the idea is when I use the tool, I like to see the reviews, like number of sales. This is mostly uh, China-based sellers. I feel like would do this kind of product. And when I look at it, of course, it's very important to see estimated sales and where I can position myself. And this is a high quantity. There are some products. There are some products by season. So I like some paddleboard options, inflatable ones. These are like a higher end and more expensive product, and it's like really good for summertime. And when I go click on to search for the product details, um, I can actually see that I can make more revenue. I'm a type of person, I prefer like quality over quantity. So it's better for me to sell something more expensive, but then I need to pay more money to buy. But then I can go and see here what is the option, what kind of product could be good. So you can see this product score for private label is higher than actually the tripods because it's less competitive. Not everybody's doing it. But in the summertime, you can really feel this. So you can see these guys are like excuse me, selling for $250,000, and you have a lot more uh, margins. You look at the FBA fees versus when you look at the other products, they're not, they don't have really enough margins there. So we were talking about like how we can find the solutions on the tariff side. Um, we talk about the optimized bonded warehouse strategies that we have in the East Coast and West Coast. And I think one of the hottest topic this year, everybody's talking about TikTok Shop, Shopify, Walmart, and going to omni-channel. So I think it's a really good year. And AWD is very expensive, and you don't really have much option with the auto replenishment. It can be really slow, and it can be really time consuming and wasting time. There's no communication, no visible. So I highly recommend to find your own 3PL. Implementing partial import strategy is something that I just like mentioned. Using bonded warehouse allows importers to delay due to payments, improving the cash flow. Importers can store the goods in a bonded warehouse of up to 5 years. Actually, there's a very interesting question people are asking sometimes. What will happen if the tariffs posed or revoked or canceled? Whether they need to pay for the product they ship out of China before they cancel the tariff situation. So there's no answer to that. The reason is some of the new regulations, for example, they start charging for the aluminum and steel product not made in US 25% additional. That new regulation came in March 12th, and they still charge the containers which was on the water already. So even if you ship 1 month ago, the shipment didn't arrive, the CBP didn't care. They charge for the additional 25%, or for additional 145% tariff shipping out from China. They said that anything ships out after 9th of April will be affected. So even if you ship on the 8th, it didn't matter. So we don't know yet. When they have the deal, we wouldn't know really when we're gonna see if this tariff situation is gonna impact you or not impact you. Even if you use a bonded warehouse, unfortunately, there's no really guarantee. Some electronic seller tariff change in the scenario, we have 25%. So some of the product, they reduce the amount of tariff. So electronic car part, some strategic products, they don't charge 145%. So if you feel like you want to start improving, like if you want to start adding new product, electronics could be a really good way to start building new products actually. Basically, what we recommend here is implementing the strategies like diversify sourcing, moving from China to Vietnam 30% or 20% of your buying, inventory management. When you import products during the tariff, I recommend you not to increase your price 145%, but think this as a 1-year strategy, 2-year strategy. So if until 1st of May you imported 5,000 units, the rest of the year you're gonna import 10,000 units, you need to accumulate this. You need to put these numbers together. So you need to check your total cost for the 15,000 units, not for the 10,000 units that you pay extra tariff, because that 5,000 units you're calculating your landing cost is going to actually reduce your landing cost dramatically. So instead of increasing your price 145%, you can maybe increase your price 30%. Actually, your main cost is 80%, but then you eat the 50%, or you try to sell in TikTok, Shopify, which has like a higher margins. You don't pay 50% to Amazon. So I feel there are still a lot of strategies, especially profit margins in Shopify, TikTok. It's very high compared to Amazon, and you have your own customer database. You build your email marketing. It takes time. I know it takes time. You need to have maybe team, you need to delegate, you need to hire influencer marketing agency, you need to learn how to drive traffic, Meta ad, Google ad, TikTok, but eventually it's going to work, because I think this kind of disruptions in the supply chain or in the business, it helps you to start making more money, more channels, more countries. So I think you guys should actually start using this. How to globally grow? Make sure you have multi-language stores. You can start posting TikTok videos in Spanish or with subtitles that it can go to other markets. It's free. I mean, I start using YouTube, and then I recently reached out to 20,000 people less than 1 month because I've recorded a lot of content. Use international fulfillment partners, boost your visibility with local ads, leverage shopping platforms. You have like you have different options for this, and track performance. Understand your data, understand your analytics. But one of the most important things is actually understanding your landing cost. Like a lot of companies, they don't understand their landing cost, so that's why they are sometimes people are too emotional with their product. They don't want to let it go if it doesn't make sense, doesn't make money. Please make sure you guys get rid of the product that they don't make sense, right? They don't make money. So, and on Amazon, people and TikTok, people are very different. The audience, the shoppers, people coming to Amazon for intention of buying. People are coming to TikTok to observe, watch. If they like something, they buy. So if you look at your data, conversion rate on Amazon is definitely higher compared to TikTok, but it's a great way to like bring outside traffic. So Facebook for elder people is great. Instagram for younger people, great. So most of the people, most of the brands we talk, they are not managing their inventory level correctly. They kill their cash, they bring too much inventory, they run out of inventory, they forget inventory in different fulfillment centers, they overpay, uh, they overpay for everything. So you gotta be like, you gotta be really careful with, how much money you're actually spending, how much money you're getting back. You really need to manage your inventory, especially with the additional tariffs. You need to be 100% sure you are not wasting your money. You don't tie up money for that inventory. So if you hurt your customer for the D2C, it's super important to make sure you have the fast delivery and then it doesn't hurt your budget. Collect your data instantly. Make sure you have the understanding the different channels and how it works, how much it works, and where you are more profitable actually. And then scale and challenges. We help you with going global. I like Walmart. If you can enter Walmart online, if you're successful, Walmart can invite you to the shelves. So physically people can go and buy, pick up, and then this can take you to other retailers too. Because there are a lot of brands like Target, Lowe's, excuse me, even Amazon Vendor Central. When they see a good brand sitting on Walmart, they can invite you to the new marketplaces. So I think people say, hey, I don't receive too much order from Walmart, but it's a great place to do a free advertisement if you add your product on Walmart.com. They have lower competition, better payment, not better payment term, better price point and better profit margins, and their advertisements are actually cheaper than Amazon. So there's like less competition. And Walmart is going very heavy acquiring new brands actually. How do we help you with international logistics, with smart international shipping strategies, selecting the shipping partners, uh, choosing the best one, less delays, cheaper options with a good performance. And we can also find you different HTS codes to reduce your cost. This is very important, especially if you're shipping products from China to Australia. You can find like a different HTS codes to lower your import cost. How do you reduce opportunities? How cost reduction opportunities in supply chain? You can look at your HTS codes. We can look at your free HTS code. We can look at if the documentation is on time. We can look at your Amazon FBA fees, how much you're paying. If you're doing D2C, we can evaluate your UPS, last mile delivery cost. We look at your freight optimization and warehouse optimization. So there are so many parts that actually you can save money. A lot of companies, they don't really look into these things. And then they're like, oh, I don't really make money, but there are so many parts that you can save money. And if you find like 3-4 different tiers that you can save 4% average, you can save annually 12 to 15%. And then if you're spending $1 million on the sales, so you can save 15%, like $150,000. That's a lot of money. So you need to be like smart to look at where you are looking. And I think Uh, and I think like if you look at like Vietnam, India, US, Mexico, every country has their own advantage, but then you need to kind of understand which market is better for you. I drop my email address, guys. If you want to reach out to me, this comes to me directly. You can contact me directly. I mentioned about this, like how to do implementing minimized tariff impact. So if you guys want to like know more about it, let me know. I like South American market a lot. Colombia, Brazil, Mexico. These are like open for new entries, selling new places, selling new products. Uh, Australia, Amazon last year grew 35%. If you're finding like competitive and good niche, Australia could work. I love Asian markets. You can sell in Japan, you can sell in Korea. There are a lot of great agencies that they can help you. So anywhere in the world, actually, like you guys should go expand globally. Amazon is very encouraging people. If you don't sell globally, start actually from Canada. Like they speak English, it's good profit. People are nice. They leave nice comments, nice reviews. Actually, they're like nicer than many other countries. And look at the Latam market. I think it's a growing market. A lot of Chinese brands are going to Latam. We do fulfillment for TikTok. TikTok requires 2 days delivery, so we have a cost. Uh, uh, so we have actually East Coast and West Coast warehouses. Um, it's really important to have inventory in both locations to save in the last mile delivery and also at transit times. Uh, TikTok fulfillment. Forceget is a partner. Um, Forceget is a great partner for TikTok. We do fulfillment. Their sales growing a lot, so you can start a TikTok shop on fulfillment. So you can start a TikTok shop actually for the TikTok. I think there are a lot of opportunities right now about how to find the suppliers outside of China, or you ask your supplier to connect with you. So it's extremely important actually to understand how you can source products from China and start selling in different marketplaces, and also how you can source products from other countries to sell in the United States. Um, we offer some special discounts and special service. We do one-on-one consulting call. If you're a brand that you want to scale, you want to grow your sales and increase your profit, contact us. For the international shipments, uh, you can contact us for a good payment term. For your first shipment, we offer free insurance and free insurance for your first shipment and free custom clearance. We have warehouses I mentioned. We offer $300 for the warehouse solution for the first order, 10% discount on Amazon Canada returns, 10% on your first international shipment, and then lifetime experience and lifetime price for the Forceget warehouse in Los Angeles. And we offer a special code for AMZ Scout, 3 months tool set, include everything. Total value is $179. And on the extension, I really like it. It's very user friendly. You can look at the profit calculator. You understand your landing cost, and I think it's very important to understand the product insights, product improvement tips. These are very important. You can't do this like just manually one by one. It takes too much time. Product database. There are a lot of products in the AMZ Scout product database. You can choose the filters and see what actually works better, what is not working. And you can see the reverse ASIN lookup. You can look at the keyword research. And I love that because when I find a product that I want to sell, I just put the ASIN there and I see the competitors, the keywords, all the details. So, and this got bonuses, how to get review guides, how to appear in the first page on Amazon search results. That's very important. Most of the people, they search on Amazon, the first page, and organically seeing there is extremely important for you guys. So supplier list for private label and US reseller. Use this list of US and global suppliers to find reliable products and high quality products. So Forceget, and AMZ Scott, we have a bundle, include everything. Feel free to reach out to me and my team, AMZ Scott team, to bundle all these offers and actually get better pricing. And we even offer installment. So this way you don't actually have to pay. And just today, reach us out, support at amzscott.net. You guys can contact us and you can look at the chat button in here and you can see where you can find offers. And I really thank you guys for joining today. And it was really a pleasure to be here. Hopefully you guys enjoy the time with me. Thank you. I apologize again for the sound issue in the beginning of the webinar. If you guys have any question, I'm very happy to answer them. All right, I don't see any call. Let me scroll up to see if there's any questions in the beginning. No, I think that's it, guys. I mean, Jenny, if you wanna finalize the webinar, we can. Let me know what we should do, please. Okay. Okay. Jenny, are we good? Should we finalize it right now since there's no questions? Yes, we can finish. Okay. Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you so much. And I'll see you in the next webinar, hopefully.